Let's continue Master Snowflake. In this, we are continuing SQL for Snowflake. In that, let's start understanding what is SQL. SQL is a SQL full form is structured query language. SQL language can be used to communicate with any RDBMS database. Any RDBMS database. RDBMS full form is Relational Database Management Software. And there are plenty of relational database management softwares like MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, and there are plenty of RDBMS softwares available in the market. Every RDBMS supports SQL, ANSI SQL. As ANSI SQL is common language to interact with RDBMS. Maybe some commands little different syntax, but all RDBMS supports SQL concepts. Not only RDBMS, all data warehousing also supports SQL, like Snowflake, Redshift, and many other data warehouses supports SQL. So SQL also can be used to interact with Snowflake. This SQL again divided into 5 sub-languages. This SQL again divided into 5 sub-languages called DDL, DML, DRL, TCL, and DCL. DDL, DML, DRL, and TCL and DCL. Let's say this is my Snowflake. This is my Snowflake. In this Snowflake, I want to create a user. I want to create a table. I want to create a view. I want to create a view. I want to create a procedure. And after creation, if I want to modify definition, let's say I want to change data type of a column. I want to increase column column size. I want to change data type. I want to rename column. Or if you want to modify, or if you want to alter definition. Next one, I want to drop entire definition. I want to drop user. I want to drop table. I want to drop a view. I want to drop a procedure, etc. So to create a definition, to alter a definition, to drop a definition, we use data definition language. Data definition language. Next one, definition is presented. We want to insert the data into table. We want to update the data into table. We want to delete records from table. Then we have another language called data manipulation language. Next one, we created definition. We inserted data into table. Now my requirement is I want to read based on my requirement. I want to read all records. I want to read few records. I want to read based on condition. And I want to perform calculations on the read data. And I want to I want to apply different conditions. Then we have DRL, data retrieval language or data query language. And other one, TCL, transaction control language. Let's say from this Snowflake, from one server to another server, we are moving data. Let's say here, let's say this is HDFC Bank, HDFC Bank. Here, ICICI Bank. Let's say user transferred money from this bank to this bank. Assume. Then here date money is deducted. Here money is not deposited. I want to cancel the transaction from first server one. Then we have a transaction control language. We have commit and rollback. If transaction successful, we use commit operation. If transaction failed, we use rollback operation. Next one, we have multiple users. Let's say 5 developers are working for X project and 2 testers are working and 1 administrator is working. For developer, we want to give create and read permission. Create and read permission. For tester, we want to give only read. For administrator, we want to give create, read, and delete. And here we want to give update also. And delete and update also. We want to give it to administrator. So based on their role of a user, we want to give a permissions. So DCL is a data control language. It contain commands to grant access on your database objects and revoke or cancel privileges to your user. These are 5 important sublanguages of SQL team. These are common for any RDBMS, any data warehouse, including Snowflake. So every database, every data warehouse understands SQL. That's why it is very, very important to know SQL. Very, very important to know SQL. Whether you are coming from RDBMS background, you are coming from programming background, you are coming from admin background, you are coming from testing background, or you are completely newbie, you do not have complete any computer science knowledge. To interact with Snowflake, you should have a SQL knowledge. That's why we are going to discuss these SQL language with different practicals on these 5 languages. Okay. So my request is once you complete this SQL, start exploring in-depth knowledge on SQL. So first they will start asking Snowflake concepts. Once you clear Snowflake concepts, then they start focusing on SQL. First filtration is Snowflake concepts. Next filtration is SQL. And later, based on additional concepts you are putting into your experience. So these are mandate.